Running late, you jump into your car, start the engine, press the brake, and the gear shifter won't move out of park. If this sounds familiar, you could be dealing with a bad shift interlock solenoid. This small but important safety component prevents the car from shifting unless the brake pedal is pressed. But when it fails, it can leave you stuck. In this video, we'll cover the most common symptoms of a bad shift interlock solenoid, how to diagnose the problem, and what you can do to get back on the road. What is the shift interlock solenoid? Before we get into the signs of failure, let's quickly understand the brake transmission shift interlock, or BTSI system. Inside your center console or steering column, there's a small electromechanical device called the shift interlock solenoid. When you turn your ignition to the on position and press the brake pedal, a signal is sent to this solenoid. This activates a plunger that pulls back a locking pin, allowing the shifter cable to move. This prevents accidental gear shifts, like if a child bumps the shifter while the car is idling. However, because this part moves every single time you drive, it eventually wears out, whether it's an internal electrical failure or a mechanical jam. Knowing the symptoms of a bad shift interlock solenoid can save you from a massive headache at the worst possible time. So, how do you know if yours is going bad? Symptom number 1, stuck in park. This is the most obvious sign. If you press the brake and the lever won't move, the solenoid likely isn't pulling that locking pin back. You might find yourself stuck in park, even though the car is running perfectly fine. Symptom number 2, intermittent shifting issues. Sometimes the solenoid doesn't die all at once. You might notice that occasionally the shifter feels sticky or requires multiple tries to move. This often points to a failing electrical connection or a solenoid coil that is starting to burn out. Symptom number 3, strange noises from the shifter area. Listen closely to your center console. Normally, when you press the brake, you should hear a faint click. If you start hearing a rapid clicking sound, buzzing, or a grinding noise, that's the solenoid struggling to engage. It's a huge red flag that a total failure is imminent. Symptom number 4, the ignition key is stuck. In many modern vehicles, the shift interlock is linked to the ignition lock system. If the solenoid fails to signal that the car is safely back in park, the car might refuse to let go of your key. If you can't pull your key out of the ignition, don't force it. Check your shifter first. Symptom number 5, dashboard warning lights. Sometimes your car's computer will catch the fault before you do. You might see a transmission warning light or a general check engine light. If you use a diagnostic scanner, you might pull codes like P0928, which specifically relates to the gear shift lock solenoid control circuit. Is it really the solenoid? Before you go out and buy a new part, you need to rule out other common culprits. Sometimes, the symptoms of a bad shift interlock solenoid are actually caused by something else in the circuit. First, check your brake light switch. If your brake lights don't turn on when you press the pedal, the solenoid isn't getting the signal to unlock. It's not a bad solenoid. It's just a deaf one because the switch is dead. Second, check for a blown fuse. Look at your owner's manual for the fuse labeled shift lock or brake switch. A simple $2 fuse could be the reason you're stuck. Lastly, check for a dead battery. These solenoids require a specific voltage to move the plunger. If your battery is weak, the solenoid might click, but won't have enough muscle to actually unlock the shifter. Emergency shift lever release trick. If you're currently stuck and need to move your car now, most manufacturers include a bypass. Look near your gear lever for a small plastic tab or hole. This is the shift lever release button. You can usually pry the tab open with a flathead screwdriver or your car key. Press the button inside and manually release the lock. This will allow you to shift the gear into neutral so you can start the car and drive to a repair shop. Remember, this is a temporary fix. You still need to address the symptoms of a faulty gear shift, interlock solenoid, to ensure your vehicle remains safe. Since dealing with a car that won't move is one of the most frustrating experiences a driver can experience, you can detect the problem early, before you get stuck in a parking lot. If this video helped you diagnose your shifting problem, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more automotive repair tips. Have you ever been stuck in park? Let us know how you fixed it in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.